listening to a Saturday night gaming podcast, The Great War, run by Tony Stevens. Hope you enjoy.
Attention, patriots! The year is 1940 and the world stands on the edge of darkness as the iron grip of Rasputin's Russian Empire tightens across the globe. From the frozen wastes of Siberia to the bombed-out streets of Tokyo, the forces of freedom fight valiantly to hold the line against the enemy bolstered by unholy magic and terrifying technology. But fear not, brave citizens, for the United States has unveiled its greatest weapon in this battle for liberty, Squad Scion. Handpicked from the best and the brightest, these extraordinary individuals have undergone cutting-edge enhancements to become living symbols of hope. And now, 4 fresh recruits, armed with newfound powers and unshakable resolve, are ready to join the fight. These courageous heroes will face the horrors of war, sabotage the Russian war machine, and stand tall against Rasputin's monstrosity, the warriors of divinity. The road ahead will be perilous, but freedom is worth every sacrifice. So, stand at attention, soldiers! The world is watching and the time to strike for liberty is now! Good evening, brave listeners. It is my privilege and honor to welcome you to Terra Prime, the Great War, proudly presented by Saturday Night Gaming and now powered by the Apocalypse. Prepare yourselves for a journey into a world on the brink of chaos, where history has been rewritten and heroism is the last line of defense against tyranny. Tonight you'll witness the clash of courage and darkness as our valiant players navigate the rich lore of Terra Prime, unraveling secrets, facing unimaginable terrors, and standing firm against adversity the likes of which the world has never known before. It's action, it's adventure, it is history rewritten, and with a touch of the extraordinary, I might add. Now, with great excitement, I present our cast and crew, starting to my right.
That's me.
I had to think about it too.
I am Patrick Danielson. I'm being played by Dane. Yo.
Not Patrickson. Daniel
Yes.
Patrickson? No, that's not right.
I'll be going by Breaker most of the game. I expect all of you to remember that. I am a explosives expert who got experimented on, and now I get to be protected by water sometimes.
Cool.
Be on the lookout. I did accidentally dehydrate somebody to death one time, but I promise to try not to do that again.
Just releasing those secrets early on.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. And you, sir.
Don't worry, I wrote that down. It is a secret that I will give to somebody later.
That everybody else already knows. Got it. Got it.
Hopefully we'll all forget by then.
My name is John. My character is not Blast Master.
He's not the blast master. He's the explosives expert. You mean gas blaster?
He's
Or
also
gas master?
Gas Master.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
He
The mass gaster.
his given name by his mother is Gaston, but he now mostly goes by Atomos.
Animus.
Thanatos.
Oh my gosh.
Animus
I knew you
thanatos.
shouldn't do this if you couldn't pronounce it.
I'm pretty sure that means the deadly wind, right?
Yeah, because my whole family was killed by Rasputin, and
Same.
so in my I don't know who you are.
Twinsies.
We haven't gotten to you
I
yet.
know who you are.
Well, that's because I'm explaining who I am.
It's happening currently.
You know, I'm Gaston, and that I have allowed myself to, through experimentation, to enhance myself so that it'll fuel my revenge against that guy I mentioned earlier.
Rasputin.
Rasputin.
Ah.
He has a power to make me forget. I will never forget. And that now, through experimentation, I am completely a gaseous being, poisonous gas, and I mostly have to be contained in a suit.
Special containment.
Yeah, special containment suit. I have gas powers. I can release myself into the air, causing discomfort to people around me. And
Sometimes death.
It's called passing gas is the name of the
Get them all out now. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're not going to get them all out now.
Better out than in, I always say.
Yeah.
You literally never said that.
Well, just now I did.
Yeah.
You heard it. It's on
Wind,
recording.
Dust in the wind, so I'll go with it.
Dust in the wind. Okay, you. We're moving on.
I'm Jessica. I'm playing Katya Khrushchev. She also had her family killed by Rasputin. They were dissenters. He didn't like that.
This guy's been getting around.
Yeah, dissenters don't get a lot of attention, not good attention from dictators.
Yeah.
Dictators and dissenters oftentimes they clash.
I heard that was how you sign up for being a guinea pig.
That's in New Guinea, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a guinea pig. That's why I'm gas now.
Oh, anyway, sorry.
You allowed yourself to be a guinea pig. Don't even. We just listened.
Yeah,
to
it
your
doesn't
story.
matter if I allow
I
myself.
mean, what kind of a monster allows themselves to be experimented on by a scientist
I
just
didn't
to
say
save the
that
country?
I just said that I was a guinea pig, and that is a fact.
I have fought in all the countries. I was rescued by the Germans and then fought in all the countries.
I
And
fought in
now
all
I
of them
ended
plus
up
one.
here.
Nice. All right. And you with the red hair.
I'm Laura and I'm playing Ellie. And I don't remember my backstory.
You're a sweet young girl from Alabama. And
Alabama.
Alabama. And
Well,
she...
that's all. You don't even
You
have
could
to
get a
have it.
moonburn there, but she did not. She actually joined the great fight against the Russian war machine because she doesn't like it. It's because her older brother died. Yeah.
How did
Was
you
he-
forget about your older brother?
Her
dying?
older brother
It was
died.
so traumatic that I forgot.
Maybe he's much older and she doesn't remember.
He was fighting for the armed forces against the Russian war machine. He died, and she said, "I am not going to take this. I can stand up for myself and beat these bastards."
Was he also
That's
killed
why
by
she's here.
Rasputin?
Well, I mean, by extension, probably, because everybody that's killed by the Russians is killed by Rasputin, I guess, at some
Yeah,
point.
that makes sense.
All right. So I'm Tony Stevens. I will be your GM, editor-in-chief for this game. I hope to bring everybody all of the thrilling action that they've come to know by listening to Saturday Night Gaming's podcasts. Don't forget to go back and listen to everything that's predated this because it's all awesome too. And then tune in every week for us, and we will present to you the best, most exciting story about the 1940s altered history that you've ever heard while listening to this. Right? Don't you agree?
Of all the broadcasts that I've ever heard, this is definitely one of them.
Of all the broadcasts in all the world about the altered history of the 1940s, you had to listen to mine. So, without further ado, as the storm clears over the North Sea, Bravo Team returns to Project Genesis. Their minds still reeling from the battle against the Kraken war mech. Though victorious, the cost weighs heavily. Takeshi Nakamura's sacrifice and the knowledge that Russia's void technology is advancing at an alarming rate. Project Genesis War Room, 2100 hours. The lights flicker in the war room of Project Genesis, casting long shadows across the steel walls. The massive holographic display of occupied Warsaw, Poland, looms over the central briefing table. Marked with red enemy zones and tactical strike points, the atmosphere is heavy, the weight of the war pressing down on every soul in the room.
Who dinged?
Who's playing
Somebody
right
dinged.
now?
I'm trying to. Somebody's messing with it a lot.
Me using your tablet has no bearing on where the button is.
No, it was me.
All
I edged the volume up.
Oh, God.
right. Cut that part out.
Blame it on me.
As Bravo Team takes their seats, Colonel Gerald Cross steps forward, his uniform crisp, his posture rigid as always. His weathered face is unreadable, but there is a grim intensity in his eyes. This is no ordinary mission. He clears his throat, hands clasped behind his back. Ladies and gentlemen, listen well. This war has taken us across every front. Shanghai, the North Sea, the frozen hellscape of Norway. But Warsaw? This is different. This is worse. He presses a switch and the holographic map zooms in on a ruined city, flickering with eerie distortions. Red dots pulse across the display, enemy movements. But among them, there is something unnatural. Intelligence has confirmed the existence of Project Revenant, a program that shouldn't exist. We are no longer dealing with conventional soldiers. We are dealing with resurrected Russian forces, cybernetically reanimated and deployed with one singular purpose: eternal war. A flicker of something personal, disgust maybe, crosses face before he straightens. Your mission is twofold: infiltrate Warsaw, sabotage Project Revenant, and extract intelligence on Ghost Requiem. But there's a problem, a big one. The display shifts again, showing a single moving target unlike the rest. The enemy knows we're coming. Someone in the field is waiting for you. Intel suggests it's Sasha Mikhailovna Orlova. Call sign Rusalka. A pause. The name lingers in the air. Even those who haven't heard it before indistinctly know it means trouble. She's not just a sniper, she's a phantom. If you make a mistake, you won't hear the shot that kills you. If you let your guard down for a second, you'll never get back up. Cross leans in, scanning each face at the table. I expect you to neutralize her one way or another. But understand this. This is a hunt, and she has every advantage. His gaze darkens. Make no mistake, this is the most dangerous mission you have ever faced yet. But I don't send you in to die. I send you in because I know you can win. He steps back, nodding towards Dr. Walter Davenport. Dr. Davenport looks far more exhausted than usual, his lab coat uncharacteristically disheveled. He doesn't approach the table like Cross does. He just stares at the holographic images with an expression that can't quite be described as fear, but isn't far from it. Warsaw is a graveyard, he begins, voice quieter than Cross's. It's more than a battlefield. It's where men were meant to rest. But the Russians, they've denied them that peace and have turned their own dead into weapons. And if you aren't careful, they will turn you into one too. He slowly turns to face the team, his sharp gaze locking onto each of them. This is different from the Kraken. It's different from Shanghai. You won't be fighting soldiers. You'll be fighting souls that should have passed on. Some of them won't even realize they're dead. Davenport exhales, pressing his fingers against his temple. And then there's Rusalka. The room falls into a heavy silence again. I have studied her file. The cybernetics augmenting her body were designed for absolute efficiency. The Russians have taken an already inhuman force of nature and perfected her. You will not outrun her. You will not outgun her. You will have to outthink her. And even then, you will not walk away from that fight unchanged. He pauses, letting his words settle. If she gets inside your mind, she will never leave. Davenport exhales, gripping the back of his chair as though steadying himself. I need you to promise me something, his voice almost pleading now. If she starts whispering to you, if you hear her before you see her, don't listen. No matter what she says, don't listen. Colonel Cross steps forward again, nodding once. You leave at 0400. Warsaw is enemy territory. You will have no reinforcements, no second chances. He looks over Bravo team once more. Win. The briefing ends. The mission begins. The mission is clear. Bravo team must infiltrate Warsaw, sabotage the Revenant program, and uncover the mysterious Ghost Requiem project. However, they are not the only ones hunting for answers. Both the French resistance and a rogue warrior believed to be the Voidwalker has been spotted near the Russian research facility.
You said infiltrate Warsaw. Something with Project
Uncover
Revenant.
the mysterious Ghost Requiem project.
The Road Warrior.
The French resistance and a rogue warrior believed to be the Voidwalker have been spotted near the Russian research facility.
So Russian zombies.
Questions?
He
No.
has so many questions.
Cyber zombies. From Russia.
What's your question?
Alright, so are you confirming life after death?
For you?
You
Personally?
No, for this
Dr. Davenport specifically stated that if we die on the field, we should leave a corpse that is not resurrectable.
Well,
Which
I don't
you
even know
would.
if I can die. I
I
just
don't
dissipate.
think you just
become one with
dissipate.
the universe.
He would
But yes,
liquefy.
these things are zombies.
So how? Oh, they're just zombies? Oh, just shoot them in the head.
No, they're
just-
cyber
They're
zombies.
reanimated cybernetic soldiers.
Oh, that's not souls. That's I could see where you would get confused. It's just an exoskeleton
Bless your heart,
moving
Davenport.
around. Yes, bless your heart.
They-
They're not
Answer
seeing
the
with their
question.
eyes. It's all robotics. It's technology. I was
Well, I don't
worried
think
that-
they're
I think I got
robots.
down
I think they're
everything that they
like part
said.
people and part.
Yeah, but it's not like
I did
souls.
not catch her entire
But
name.
you don't know.
Well, you don't know that it is.
The one.
Prove the
that's-
existence of a soul to me.
Something.
right
That's what we
now.
can do on this mission.
When Dr. Davenport
Okay.
told it, I
Just shoot
caught
them in the head
first-
in the processing unit, and it should be good. Where's the processing?
He has a
unit?
solution to
What's
this whole
the
mission. We just
intel
shouldn't
on
know.
that?
Huh. If they were zombies, maybe that would work. I don't know.
She just said they were zombies.
I like to think that maybe sometimes
They're
our inventions and people kind of
reanimated.
box them into small.
They're
smaller things.
reanimated Russian cybernetic soldiers.
Yeah.
But Bravo team is transported via an experimental stealth aircraft under cover of darkness, flying over occupied Europe. The war-torn landscape below reveals the sheer dominance of the Russian Empire. Columns of Imperial tanks roll across German highways, and Russian warships patrol the Baltic coast.
Nice. I mean, I wish that wasn't true.
As Bravo team's aircraft soars through the clouded night sky, the ruined city of Warsaw stretches beneath them like a broken corpse. Fires smolder in the distance, casting an eerie orange glow through the skeletal remains of the buildings. Shattered rooftops and bombed-out districts mark the scars of war. The once proud capital of Poland now stands as a monument to Imperial Russia's brutal occupation. The Vistula River, once the lifeblood of the city, now reflects only ruin. Russian war barges and patrol boats drift lazily along its currents, their searchlights sweeping through the crumbling infrastructure, illuminating bridges that had been partially destroyed, leaving jagged pathways of twisted metal and broken stone. But even among the devastation, something is wrong. Warsaw is too silent, too still. A little too rough. There is no movement, no sign of life in the streets below, no resistance fighters moving through the alleyways, no citizens desperately scurrying in the dark. Instead, rows upon rows of soldiers stand motionless at checkpoints and along the roads, silent and unmoving like macabre mannequins. Then, a harsh light slices through the fog. Rising above the shattered remains of Warsaw's old town stands the Revenant Tower, an abomination of steel and void energy. The structure that does not belong in this world. It is a colossal spire, tens of stories high, constructed of obsidian-colored Russian war steel, its surface etched with glowing red circuitry that pulses like a mechanical heart. Jagged, crude, imperial banners hang from its side, but they are stained, whether from battle or something far worse. At its pinnacle, a massive beacon pulses an unnatural red, casting sickly glow over the city, bathing the ruins of Warsaw in an eerie blood-colored light. From this tower, Project Revenant controls its armies. Surrounding the structure are massive processing yards, where Russian scientists and engineers work tirelessly, overseeing the grotesque creation of their undead soldiers.
Are you tired? No, I'm not tired. That's a little conversation between the...
We hear it as we fly over.
Yeah.
No, he specifically said it was too silent.
Uh,
No conversation. Ooh,
all right.
it's a nice tower.
So, as you're entering the city and looking down upon the city below, you would see rows of reanimated corpses, some of them still wearing the tattered remains of Polish and French uniforms. They're strapped into massive steel harnesses, their bodies infused with crude cybernetic implants. Their eyes glow a dim, lifeless blue, their flesh stitched together with mechanical reinforcements to keep them standing despite their death. There are massive Tesla-like pylons that surge with electricity, sending out waves of energy into these soldiers, bringing them back from the abyss to fight once more. At the base of the tower, large barracks and vehicle bays house traditional Russian forces, a brutal mixture of mechanized troops, diesel-powered mechs, and officers overseeing this inhuman army. The Revenant Tower does more than just produce these undead warriors, it controls them. A massive neural relay mounted halfway up the tower links every Revenant soldier across Warsaw, turning them into a singular, coordinated force. If the team does not destroy this relay, then every Revenant in the city will hunt them down in perfect synchronization.
Is that the big red cross looking thing
That's the tower.
in the tower?
Sure.
Okay.
We'll say that's true.
Alright, so we gotta bring down this tower.
Yep.
So, for the person that has the highest stealth function, we'll go ahead and have you roll for the plane.
Is it pronounced Laura?
You have to roll for the airport.
It is pronounced Lara. It's spelled L-A-R-A.
Like la la la.
La la la, but la la ra.
Ra ra ra.
La ra ra. Ooh la la ra ra. It's
Okay,
what's
that's
her
enough.
name is the part of the song.
Oh my god.
Come on,
Oh.
Vicky.
Is that the Rasputin song?
5.
I'm gonna need some more
7.
Guinness over here in about
7.
10 minutes.
Our plane crashes.
What?
As Bravo team's aircraft circles the outskirts of Warsaw, their radios crackle with sudden urgent transmissions. The pilot. We've got movement. Enemy anti-aircraft systems are lighting up. From the ground, automated Russian flak cannons rotate, tracking the stealth aircraft's movements. Bright tracer rounds begin ripping through the sky, barely missing the plane as the pilot jerks the controls. Then, from the Revenant Tower, a piercing siren begins to wail. A swarm of enemy drones, sleek, black, and marked with the sigil of the Russian Imperial Air Force, launch from hidden silos built into the city ruins. Their glowing red optics lock onto the aircraft, and within moments the chase begins. They spotted us! We're not making it to the drop zone. You saved me once, maybe you'll save me again. I believe in you, Patty. Brace for emergency landing. The aircraft tilts violently as the pilot dives lower, skimming over rooftops in an attempt to lose the pursuers. Below, the Revenant soldiers begin to stir, turning their heads towards the sky in perfect unison, as if a single entity has just commanded them to be awake. Mission has begun. Warsaw is awake, and now it awaits you.
Nice. I mean, is that nice?
So
you are able to descend. The anti-aircraft actually saw you, so it's shooting at you, but you've managed to descend without major destruction. The pilot, believing in your team fully after you saved him in Shanghai, he will wait with the plane to try and get you out if that time comes.
Cool.
I like Dan's too long didn't read. Thanks for being our note taker, Dan.
what?
We appreciate you.
I didn't type it too long. Didn't read this time.
Oh, you sent like a summary of everything that he was saying.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's my notes since I ran out of room.
You need like a notebook.
He's keeping digital notes.
Now, if I'm not here, y'all have the notes.
All right. So there you are. You're currently on the outskirts of Warsaw. You've seen the landscape, the threats. You have basic information, and you need to make it into the tower.
How far away are we from the tower?
Tower is at city center. You are on the outskirts of the city. So in cubic cosmic centimeters or in like actual miles?
In like terms. If we were running straight out.
If you had no problems getting in, you're maybe 10 turns away from the center of the city.
Okay, cool.
Dan's like, I don't care about any of those things. Tell me how many turns it's going to take me to get there.
Is it 5 miles or 10 turns? Tell me!
I can't do 5 miles in 60 seconds.
Asleep in 60 seconds. That's the name of my movie.
No, I can't
Especially
do
if you're
that.
in a lazy boy.
Oh, God, I'm out.
It's a little cool in the air and you got a binky. That's your maybe a fireplace going.
All right, so we know
Some cyborgs. in
the
background.
direction though.
Some cyborg zombies in the
Yeah,
background.
you,
Okay.
you flew over the whole city. You know you're
So
on the
we're
outskirts.
just going to start trekking that way.
We landed safely?
Yeah, we're on the outskirts of the city. We got to walk towards
This
the
pilot
big
learned
ass
his
tower.
lesson from Shanghai. He didn't want to get shot down again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
So
makes
he went
sense.
ahead and just emergency landed you as soon as y'all got spotted.
Right. So now we're just trekking through the city to get into this tower.
But they know where to look for us.
Yes, because the sauce line.
So what do you think our strategy should be to avoid detection?
Oh, an entire city of cyborg Russian
Are
soldiers
there not like normal people here?
are aware that we landed here, and they are all controlled by a central tower that we're trying to destroy.
Yeah. Once we destroy the tower, they all sort of like fall over.
But surely they
You're
know
right.
that and will guard that tower.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna be easy.
Oh yeah.
This
So
game would be boring if it was easy.
how could we infiltrate them? But more
Oh.
to the point,
Well, we got to get there. It's
Uh,
gonna take us 10 turns to get to
how
the
do
tower.
we get
Make it.
there?
Well, he asked if there was nothing obstructing you.
Yeah.
How long it would take you to get to the center.
It would take us at least 10 turns.
Just in movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like they
well,
know the direction that we'll be walking from. So my point is, should we?
Circle around.
Yeah, should we move in not a straight line so as to not walk right
Yes,
into?
we want to avoid all alligators.
Okay, let's say we're going through this. We're not going through the swamps.
No.
Wait, do
That's
I know
a
this
metaphor.
area? Do I get laid
This
to
is
land?
Warsaw.
You did get flown over the entire city and you got to watch it, so you could actually.
I got to watch it.
Oui, oui! Ooh la
I love
la!
that we say the cross between Gaston and Lumiere.
Okay, let's see. Oh wait,
You have your dice.
Laura, look what I found. They were in my other bag.
I have another bag.
I have many bags.
I'm a man of many
And
bags.
the man made back.
Here
I've got a brand new bag.
we go.
Also.
Let's do this. Thank you. I blow my own dice. Ooh, that doesn't look good, but that looks okay.
That looks good. That's a
Was that-
6, right?
That's five. So
So that's a
six
6
total.
plus.
Plus your intelligence.
Minus one. So it's a 5.
Plus your
Plus a
intelligence.
1. That's a 6.
Now,
Your
Mark,
intelligence
Mark-
is -1.
No, it's a regular one, but it's a difficult, so it's negative.
Uh,
Environment advantage is a
yeah.
negative.
Okay, but
One.
listen.
Ooh, look at this. Ha!
No, don't reroll that. Hey, you're gonna need that later.
It won't stay.
Okay, listen. Mark yourself.
Oh,
in
because I
down.
did it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
rolled it.
Thank you. I need
Even if you fail, you still get to mark it.
And
That's pretty cool.
it doesn't mean you don't get information from the GM.
It doesn't. I thought
It just doesn't necessarily mean that you control it.
Right.
You know that this is a city in Poland.
Yes.
It has structures and water and streets, and
I know it
you
all.
tell everybody to be careful because you think that there's a lot of enemy forces in the area.
Yeah,
All
I said
right.
basically, let's just not like make.
We
a
got
big one.
this.
Bye, guys.
I think I saw some enemy forces from the air.
Yeah. Okay. That'd be good. That's good.
And I would like.
He's ruled for lay of the land, and he's got a basic idea that you're in a city,
Yeah.
a war-torn city.
I don't really have what I wanted to do. So I may not be able to set up the explosive minefield surrounding the airplane to protect it.
Dang it, Dan.
Why?
I don't have mines.
That would be necessary to lay mines. Yeah, you would need the mines.
Well, he's just gonna have to wing it.
So,
Is this the same pilot that
The
got?
pilot's going to have
it's
to
the
wing
same
it.
one from Shanghai.
Man, he's just out of luck.
Well, not this time. He didn't crash this time.
Right, he can just fly away, right?
Yeah, he could, but he's going to wait for you because you
No, he
saved
should
him.
definitely fly away, and then we can call him back when we need him.
But
It's
they're
gonna
anti-aircraft weaponry, so 2 different flights would probably be actually far more dangerous than just
Well, then
one.
he should just go
Actually, you
somewhere
know
high.
what? There's an idea. Okay,
What's the idea?
so the plane's right over there. My suggestion is to take off, and maybe they'll think that we never
You're all
did it,
gone.
and we're all gone.
Right, that's a good point.
But I would still not suggest just making a beeline from this point.
Okay, so let's go in a zigzag pattern. I don't know, bro. Like, what do you suggest?
Just
There's
go.
one-
Let's do a spiral around, a reach around.
All right, let's do a reach around. We're gonna reach around to get to the tower.
Sounds good. What?
We're gonna
It's
go
a military
we're
term.
gonna go, like,
Tony, you
in
should
a-
know this.
in a zigzaggy sort of pattern so that they don't catch us.
I thought it was like a counterclockwise pattern.
Oh, yeah, classic.
Alright, so...
We're doing a reach around for the tower so that they're not going in a straight line.
But what are you actually rolling right now? That's what I need to know. I
movement.
know that you are moving.
Okay.
But you're trying not to be discovered.
I'm not
He
stealthy, but-
sucked at lay of the land.
Whoa, hold
He
on.
did.
I'm good with
That
stealth.
sucks.
Okay.
Unless y'all want me to roll
I can try
Oceanic
to-
Colossus.
I can try to be stealthy.
Then everybody go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
Is that off speed?
Whoa, whoa. I'm gonna dig a hole and get in it if we're doing stealth rolls.
Do what?
What does this say? Oh my god.
So,
I guess I'll do a
first your
stealth roll.
speed is a 1, so you got 9.
Okay,
Nice.
I got
Super stealthy.
5. I got
Well,
7.
not super stealthy, but you're stealthy
Way
enough.
stealthier than
Stealth
person
round?
Are we
walking
doing
around
this
with giant
as
guns
a,
should be.
What does stealth ran on?
You basically,
Speed.
like, as soon
Speed.
as you start walking away from the airplane, you take
Oh,
your cigar out and you like
Yes,
put out the ember so that it's no longer glowing orange. You put it back in your mouth and you start walking with your big gun.
That's why I'm stealthy.
Yeah, you put out your cigar.
That makes sense.
Get that shit out.
9 is not bad.
All right, y'all don't even know where Stormfront is. She blends into the shadows so well that you can't even keep track of her.
That
Wait,
is
there's a big
so
difference
good.
between 9 and 10. I just put out my cigar and then she disappears from the entire
Mechanically
view.
speaking, yes, you just rolled 2 different tiers of a success. She was successful,
That sucks.
and you were mildly. I'm sorry, those are just the mechanics. I'm just gonna have to let you have it that way. But you basically stop and you say, "Man, I'm thirsty because I'm not as stealthy." So then you open a brew and it's there.
If it makes you feel better, I'm the next tier down from you.
Oh no!
I
That's
You got
And
a 3?
how did Gaston
Dan,
do?
you didn't say
Got
meat. How are we
a
supposed to know?
7.
Seven. So you and
got
you and Katya here are walking along together,
Okay.
doing pretty good.
And I tried to set that mind.
No, he was like too busy debating if he wanted to become an oceanic colossus.
Yo, I can really do it.
Well, we definitely
Okay,
distract
so
them
as
from us.
Bravo team begins to advance into the city, heading towards Revenant Tower, a sudden silence falls over the battlefield. The distant sounds of gunfire and explosions fade, replaced by the eerie whistle of the wind through the ruined streets of Warsaw. The air is thick with mist, but something far more sinister lurks within.
It's Mr. Sinister.
Sassy.
So Patty,
Yes.
as you're
Am I the
basically
bait for the
following
sniper?
behind them,
Am I the bait for the sniper?
you basically call back to the pilot, "Don't worry, I'll be back to save you again," when you hear,
Nice.
No.
Anybody catch the direction that sniper shot from? I mean, what?
so,
Yes.
so as you hear the gunshot, you actually turn to look back, and you see Patty walking along. As he turns, his helmet actually gets blasted straight off his head, and his body flies back crashing into the ground as he looks up to see the helmet laying there on the ground with a hole in it.
Nice.
But he's all right.
Well,
For now.
you should go check on him if you'd like
I'm
to.
gonna go check on him.
Hey, somebody stop to see if I'm dead.
So Gaston, as you run over to look down at Patty, you actually see that the center of his forehead kind of looks clear, almost like water,
That's weird.
and it's beginning to pool back together and solidify back into flesh.
Wait, what?
Well, that's very weird.
And his eyes open and look at you and go,
Meat!
Alright, so,
What do we do?
I don't know what to do with this. This
Oh.
is a hot mess.
you're in the dark alleyway looking at them out in the open where he just got shot.
I'm going to use my liquid brains to figure out where that shot came from.
He looks really excited. Let's just let him do it.
Are you rolling?
I want to use my liquid brains to figure out where that shot came
Got it.
from.
So basically right now what you're trying to do is just analyze the
Triangulate
scene.
based on, yeah.
Okay.
He looks so
Triangulating.
excited right now. Let's let him do it.
Liquefy the scene.
That is a 12.
Whoa, your liquid brains are amazing. You should always have liquid
It's like the the electricity flows better when there's liquid instead of gray matter.
So you know that there's a building just to the, so if right in front of you is an alleyway, right?
Okay.
And Katya's in the alleyway in the dark. You can't even see where Stormfront is.
Yep.
She's moved in so far to the city. Right hanging over your head is Gaston. That's like, "Are you okay? Oui, oui. Ooh la la, get back up, mon frère." And over to the right is a tall, looks like basically like a tenement building.
Okay.
The shot came from the roof of the tenement building.
I call that out.
Team, did you hear what he called out to you?
Yeah, tenement building. Got it.
Shot from the roof of the tenement. Yeah.
So when I have basic weapons proficiency, does that mean shotgun or does that just mean like I'm soldier, right? So
You use a big squad automatic weapon, if I remember correctly. You
Yeah,
said
you
you had a
were-
humongous
It was like a heavy.
auto
so I
machine
can't use sniper
belt.
rifle then.
Why not?
Okay.
You know how gun works.
Well, I do. I also know how like that's probably.
We've never had you assigned a sniper rifle, so you're not like a proficient sniper, but you have a big
Well,
gun. You know how
realistically, I
triggers
wouldn't be carrying like every gun available to me at a moment's notice, but.
work. Not a lot of people can do that.
This isn't Mass Effect, okay? I don't have like a missile launcher
Right,
and a
no.
sniper rifle and two different guns.
No, you've got a saw.
Oh.
You've got a big squad automatic.
So I don't have a sniper rifle.
No,
Okay.
you could shoot in a general direction, and
I'm not
with
gonna do that because I wouldn't be able to hit them from here.
right, rapid fire could hit, but it is
Okay.
scattered.
Stealthy person who I can't see anymore. Can you lightning strike a specific target on top of a building like a few miles away?
I can try.
There's no
All
try.
right, sure.
Either do it or not.
Try it out. You want
There
to
is no
blast the
try.
roof of the building?
Well, then I will do it.
Thank God. I thought you were saying that I won't do it.
We really need you to do it, okay?
Yeah.
F that roof in particular.
8.
Yes.
That's a really good roll.
That is not a
That is way better than a 3.
It's way better than
It
I
is
did
way
roll.
better than a 3.
Maybe you should switch to different dice.
All right. So on that, I'm going to give you some options. You can open yourself up to being visible. So basically, you're coming out of stealth by doing this. Or you can create an opportunity for your allies to try and track down this individual. So
But coming out of stealth doesn't necessarily
either
mean-
you can remain stealthy.
But it's not like an automatic hit. Like she's not taking.
No, I just am seeing.
Or what's the other one?
Seen by a sniper. So it's
Either I stay hidden or y'all get what you want.
right.
Well, help us out.
That's
like
what
all of
it's
us
gonna
are super visible. He's got liquid brains on the ground. Like, come on.
No, they're back in my head.
Liquid.
It's just my
Take
helmet
this.
that's
Take
on.
the.
All
Take
right.
out the.
So you're willing to take the danger.
Yes.
All right.
Liquid brains.
Go ahead and give me a speed roll.
It's different dice than the ones you've been using. Yeah.
Laura, liquid brains. Laura, save me now.
You don't have no speed?
From the roof.
8.
Another 8.
Alright, so you're going to take half damage. It's basically going to be a flesh wound as you hear
Mildly.
another round goes off.
Loud. Why was that so loud?
As that round goes off, lightning strikes the building exactly where it's coming from.
Yes.
So it's like you see the flash of the round going off, you lock onto that, and you're like, bitch. And the lightning hits the building, but at the same time, those bullets are fast. It right across your shoulder. Just
Mark bruise.
yeah, mark 1 bruise. Like one of the damage categories, but it's half damage for you. So, all right. So, right now, what you see around you is that there is a disturbing absence of any other enemy activity. The Russian patrols are not visible. There is a thick and eerie fog that is beginning to fill the alleyways, making visibility nearly impossible as you're trying to maneuver through this and even see each other. You hear Rusalka actually speaking over your comms.
Over mine?
Yours as in yours, all the team.
Oh, okay.
Y'all all have your own like radio frequency that you can contact each other with.
Yeah.
You actually hear her voice speaking over in a thick Russian, but very gravelly, as if she has been chain smoking for the past month.
Makes her sound sexy.
Run if you like. It only makes game more interesting.
Yeah, it's very sexy.
In that moment, you know that this is not an ambush. She's hunting you.
Mm-hmm.
I thought,
You thought what?
okay.
You thought that there was a strike. This lightning struck.
So that was the sniper that sounded like gravelly?
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't hit her.
There was a hit right near her. Yes.
But we did not hit her. She's still talking to us, right?
Yeah, she's
You would've-
sexy.
I'm assuming you're under the impression that the lightning bolt would have killed her.
Right.
I'm telling you right now by the voice that you heard over your intercom, it did not kill her.
That's
Okay.
1.28 gigawatts. That's enough to say.
Gigawatts.
It's gigawatts.
Whoa.
Ever since back.
Giga who?
Yeah.
It's like dancing electricity.
He's gonna go back in time.
Okay,
in
well,
1955.
I mean, we can't really do anything about this.
Get gigawatts.
Distance, so I think we should just keep moving, right?
Do we like the fog or do we not like the fog?
I'm gonna let y'all discuss it amongst yourselves. I'm not.
I say as I'm walking towards that building.
Now, is this the
quietly.
woman that we were warned against not to listen to?
Yes.
No, this is
No,
a random
this is-
sniper.
Oh, a random sniper? Oh, okay. But she does sound sexy.
Huh?
Right?
Can we
Where did you
seduce
get
her?
it?
Who's
What-
the sniper?
What is my charisma level?
Rusalka was. There's a huge description of given.
Right,
Kevin
isn't that the
has-
sniper?
She is the sniper that they call the Phantom, and like
Yeah.
they give you a huge warning
And
about.
Dr. Dowd
I want
her
in my
specifically
head.
told us not to listen.
Okay, so let's go.
see.
Why are we? I don't want her in my head.
I can sustain my gas existence and
So-
seduce her with my gas.
Um,
I'm gonna shake my gas at her.
That's a nice piece of gas right there.
I am all gas.
She's really far away though, like on top of a building.
yeah.
She can have my gas.
We're talking about a tenement building, though, right? Like
Yeah.
maybe 3 stories, 4 stories. Not
Yeah.
really like.
That's what I'm understanding.
It's not like a skyscraper. It's like an apartment complex.
Okay, so I don't think he can get his ass up there.
Oh, his gas.
He can move his gas pretty fast.
I'm gonna go up there. and
Okay,
talk
no,
to her.
I really feel like that's not a good idea.
Well, she's in a really good position to pick us off, unless we want to hide.
Oh,
What? Do we know the angle?
there's dense fog that just rolled in.
Okay,
right
dense
after.
fog.
He knew where she was coming from.
Yeah.
She saw the second shot fire and struck with lightning. Then the voice came over the intercom saying, "You can run. It's going to make it more fun."
Okay.
And the dense fog rolled in as she was talking to us
Oh,
on
so
our
we-
comms.
So we're
But it's
just gonna
definitely
scatter.
not in our heads.
Can we see each other now?
Yeah, she's visible. So you see where she was.
Okay.
No, he means because of the dense fog.
It's hard to see each other, but you can see each other, yes.
Okay, and then we have comms and stuff, mind comm.
You do not have mind comm, you have regular voice comm.
Okay.
That she is apparently capable of listening in.
Oh, okay, yeah, good point.
But that really, she's just in our heads.
And we're having this conversation over comms.
And
I
if
think
she's
we're sort of
if she's in
having
our
this
heads,
conversation like this.
she's also
Yeah.
listening.
Well,
in.
what do you think, Sniper Lady? What do you think we should do?
Now that you have made contact with us and are clearly listening to us,
Yeah.
what
Since
do we do?
only people on our team can be on these comms, what do you think we
Really
should do?
on our team.
Why have you made the choices you've made?
Okay, if there's dense fog, can we roll again for stealth? Or have we already made our stealth roll? Like, can we roll to like blend in with the fog or something? Like,
Become
Sure.
one. He can literally become one with the fog.
well, especially with his liquid
Wait,
brain.
are you the fog?
Well, I have the ability to liquefy myself.
Did you make the fog?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as that shot hit him, he was just like, oh shit! And then fog happened.
Okay. So let's
Sorry, guys, I fogged myself.
guys let's re-roll for stealth. Now that there's fog, we can blend in better.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
12.
Man, I
You have
really
a
would
grappling
like
hook
to
or
play
something? You're doing really
this game
good.
with Rainbows.
Well,
That's a 9.
Alright. 10.
Jeez, you guys roll high. I'm gonna roll like a 3.
the trick is to get him to bounce.
Okay, what do I got? 1.
When they bounce, it
6.
looks better.
I got that's a 6 plus
Your speed.
0. I got 6.
Okay. So, Katya and Stormfront, basically, y'all run into one of the other buildings. You're going to try to maneuver through the buildings to get from like one place to the
That's
next.
smart to me.
So that you basically have complete cover and any rounds wouldn't be able to penetrate
Right.
the wall. So,
No penetration. Got it.
no penetration for you girls. You got, what did you
9.
say? 9?
Yeah.
So at this point, you're still maneuvering into the alleyway through the
I
fog?
decided to leave the helmet.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You kind of looked at it, and there's like just this big freaking hole through it, and you're like, well, that doesn't help anymore. So you just threw it on the ground and started running towards the alleyway. But you were not able to see where the ladies cut off into the building, so you're continuing just to try to hug the walls, keep
And
the
make my way
shadows,
towards that tunnel.
and make your way over.
Gaston,
Gaston!
you were like, what is a good idea? I will climb the escape of fire, and I will get to roof, and I will tell this girl, I will say, mon chéri, avec moi.
Where have you
C'est
been all
toi.
my life? Let me take you away from all this war. And we could be together.
Let's get gassy tonight.
Let's get. Oh, thank you for that over the comms. Let's get gassy. Or gassy. Let's get gassy.
Alright, so go ahead and give me an
No one's ever
intelligence.
talked to me this
roll.
way.
Intelligence? Oh my god, he's not. Is he smart? He is about as intelligent as
He
a
is fast.
above average,
Oh.
Oh.
but not a
+1?
genius.
So +1?
He doesn't know about
Yeah,
quantum entanglement, but he understands that 4 plus 4 equals 9.
No, average, more than average human. Okay, that is a 6 plus intelligence.
Yes.
7. Is that enough?
That
All
is technically
So-
a success.
Yeah. You run up the fire escapes, you get to the top of the building, you're pulling yourself up, and
Yes.
you see the large scorch mark on the roof of the building where Stormfront's lightning bolt struck.
Wait,
Yes.
is he actually going up there to talk to her?
He's being Gaston, yeah.
I'm like when I'm on the roof, you see a shot from the roof, and she's like sniping, and like the camera's pulled back away from her towards the edge, and then you see like a flop. And a flop. And I'm like,
And then like this helmet comes up.
Just so you know, if you're trying to seduce her, don't be floppy.
I can harden up real quick.
Okay, that's probably why.
Have you seen those pictures that I've taken?
That's why. Nobody wants something floppy. Just-
All right.
Uh,
So you
I
see
can
that there's
expand my gas to any size.
Good.
You see that there's a scorch mark on the ground, and you're looking around, and you see 2 shell casings from the rounds that were fired off.
She hasn't released them yet.
You hear your comm start to squeak, and it goes, ksh, ksh. Gaston, where are you? We're moving into the building. Come on, hurry up. Katya seems really pissed at you for being on the roof of the building.
Oh, why? Why so angry?
We have a plan, Gaston. Just move from building top to building top. Try to give us some sort of cover by making a show of yourself.
Okay. I flop on there. Like, look at me, pretty lady.
Alright, so you're basically running across the building just like, whee!
Yeah!
The squeak of your suit. Alright.
Does my
As
suit
you're
squeak?
running, go ahead and give me a speed roll.
A spy roll. A spy roll. What accent is that? A spy roll.
It works. I
I
like
believe
it.
that's a Gaston accent.
No, it's not Gaston.
It's like if Gaston was played by Mr. Bean.
It's like he's Swedish or something.
I like it.
I'm Swedish. No, that's not.
That's
I don't
not-
know what
that
that
doesn't make
is.
any
Yeah.
sense. It's Mr. Bean. You're Mr. Bean.
I'm Mr. Bean.
Mr. Gas.
No, he's British. I got some. I'm gonna do that every time I
guess so.
got some. What we got here? Is 4, 5, 8 plus what?
Speed.
0.
So
8.
So 8.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so
get Gaston.
Time to get Gaston.
as you're running, you become increasingly aware of something glimmering just in front of you, and you look down, noticing that it is a tripwire. You manage to jump, tuck and roll over the tripwire, and not trigger the explosive mechanism.
That's good.
But you are now aware
Yeah.
that there are booby traps scattered amongst the rooftops.
There are booby traps, everyone.
What kind of traps?
Booby.
Booby traps. Gas traps.
They're booby traps. Be careful of your boobies. They would be trapped.
Those can be. Well,
Put your boobies away, for they are traps.
Alright. And we'll go ahead and maneuver for the ladies in the building. You're moving from one room to the next and exiting the building into the next alleyway. As you do, you notice a few soldiers that are slumped against the walls. They look dead.
all right. Can I stab him in the neck just to confirm?
They're dead.
You just want to walk over and stab them in the neck real quick.
That sounds
Or like,
a
you
good
know,
plan to
slice their
me.
necks or do something. How many are there?
There's about 3 soldiers that seem to be
Yeah.
slumped up dead on
I
the
feel
walls.
like I could probably slice their necks without them caring,
Such
right?
disrespect.
Considering we know that we're working with undead soldiers here, like
Well.
Alright. Well, just give me a speed roll.
Resurrected
Give me a
soldiers.
speed roll. That's all you gotta do. Oh, you died.
a speed roll.
Go faster,
Alright, so
6.
as you walk over to the slumped up soldiers against the wall, you take out your bayonet. Super
I
sharp.
have a knife.
That's,
You're not allowed knives?
No, I don't want like.
you know the thing that's in your car?
No, I want like a knife.
You know the thing that's in your car that's super sharp, it sharpens itself as you pull it out and take it, put it in
No,
with
that's
the
no
sheath.
knife.
It's got the
Yeah.
hole on the hilt. That's a bayonet.
This is
Okay.
a knife.
Does it have a sharpening sheet?
It
Yes.
even has a sharpening
It's
sheet.
one of the best ever. That one in your
Good.
car is actually from World War II.
It's- It's
So-
from World War II.
You take it out and you move over to try and jam this into one of the dead soldiers' necks, just to be sure, as another one of them grabs your wrist.
Ah!
And now
Told
he's
you.
locked onto your wrist. His eyes are glowing
Oh my
an eerie
God. You're gonna
blue
die.
as the other two begin to slump and creak and move in very jagged, unnatural patterns
You're dead,
as
I'm
they are
sorry.
now starting to surround you.
You're dead.
Can I
Ellie.
kick his face?
Nope, you're dead.
Mayhaps.
Can kick his face?
Ellie, you see that she is now surrounded by these 3 soldiers that are grabbing her.
Well, they're slowly standing up. They're creaking. Creak them in the face.
They're like,
Did you say creepy?
He says creaking.
they're like moving like the Thriller video.
Yeah, so just kick one of them in the face.
Like zombies.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Can I like?
You can do whatever you want to do, Ellie.
What does that go wrong?
Punching would be like strength, speed or strength.
I mean,
I would say strength.
you're kind of a good soldier, so I think you can punch me. John,
Yeah.
You have
your
your normal
friendly
weapons.
reminder to check your bubbles.
You have, I'm sure, a
You've been
knife.
rolling a lot.
Oh,
Bayonet.
jeez, you're
What
right.
does that go wrong? Like,
Speed.
Yeah.
okay, I will try to stab.
This will get my
where I
speed
want
up.
Speed.
Alright, go ahead and go with speed roll.
Once it gets full, you erase them all, and then you put an experience point. 10.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm one experience.
So basically, the one that has a hold of her wrist, you move over with your bayonet and you slice down as quick as possible
Jeez.
and actually start to sever, like half of his forearm is severed and is just kind of like hanging there. He has let go of her arm and she can now break away from the other 2 to run next to you. Y'all can try to maneuver away from these threats.
Alright, thanks. Got my back.
Alright. Patty, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
It just doesn't look.
It's 9.
Alright, so you actually hear the commotion in the next alleyway and you know where the girls are now.
Okay.
So you're able to maneuver, you're just going to be one roll or one turn behind them basically for the time being unless they slow down. Alright. Now, John, Gaston, I'm sorry.
Yes. Don't.
Go ahead and give me a speed roll.
A spot roll. What is that?
I don't know. It's so crazy.
It's a 5 plus a 2, and then a 0 to that. So that puts me at a 7. My spad roll.
All right. So as you're continuing to run along the rooftops,
Yeah, I love running along rooftops. I feel like a chimney sweep.
you're just like chimney, chimney, chim chim chiroo, and you're singing this actually
Yeah.
as you're
Lucky
running
as
along.
lucky
You're like,
can
look
be.
at me, don't look for my friends, and then all of a sudden,
What happened? My dad's here.
you go ahead and well, since you have not erased this and you already have it marked, you can just leave that marked.
Okay, cool.
This is the sound of your suit.
So basically, one of the hoses that hooks into your helmet, you hear it like as the round rips right through it, and you hear the.
Oh, this is incredibly
You're
dangerous.
basically
For
leaking all
everyone
over
else.
yourself at this point.
I'm gassing myself.
Oh no! As you then fall.
Roll the windows down. Somebody roll the windows down.
Where's my duct tape? I have a roll here somewhere.
So you then fall, basically, as you're running
I'm
to the edge of this
tumbling.
building,
I'm like
and you go woo,
yeah, imagine like
and you crash down about 2 stories into the alleyway below, crashing onto a wooden crate. It bursts underneath you.
Hey,
I'm
good
sliding
job.
into first,
The wooden
and I
crate
felt
broke you.
something burst.
No. All right.
Gasseria.
So as you hit the ground, it's your turn.
It's my turn.
It's now your turn. That was just the
All
enemy's
right.
turn.
Where's my duct tape? My special issue. They just invented it. Yeah. Hey, duct tape is amazing.
So he's trying to duct tape his suit together. What do you do besides duct tape?
It was originally designed for ducks.
What are the ducks doing with it?
That's the noise it makes when you pull the tape. It goes, "Bah!" And that's why they call it duct
It
tape.
does make that noise.
And now you know.
Oh wait, I also pulled out another beer. I've been drinking the whole time.
No one knew I was drunk when we came here.
No, not even since the beginning. I'm a gaseous form of alcohol.
Alright. So, you got shot. Are you going to try maybe, like, scan the scene?
Oh,
lay
I
the
so I get to
land?
go again, even though I healed, or not healed, but
Well, you duct tape. I'm
Self-delete.
allowing you to say that duct tape
Okay.
is holding you in, but your
Okay.
suit's still damaged.
I must hold myself together. Oh, no, thank you.
That's cool.
I was almost like, am I having a stroke right now?
The light, I am not heading towards
I'm,
it.
I'm heading towards it. What am I gonna do?
You're separated from
Oh,
everybody.
I'll tell
You're
them
being
what happened
hunted
to
by
me.
a sniper.
Overcomes.
That's free. You don't even have to take a turn to do that. You can just be
That
like,
the bitch
"Oh
shot
my
me.
god, she shot me!"
Don't lose sight here. You're supposed to be seducing her.
I know I have failed. I will turn in my French card tomorrow.
She didn't even eat my stroganoff.
Well,
Which I guess
I'm going to instant combat analysis. I know where she is.
Give me a roll for it.
how'd you figure that out?
Because I am where she is.
She is inside of me right now.
Oh no! Get out
I have
of
been
my
her the
head.
whole
Get out
time.
of my head. No!
What did you get?
A total of 2.
Oh my god!
Now
You
this,
still get to
this
bubble.
might be a good time for your edge.
Okay.
You might want to edge
I'm
now.
going to start edging now.
Okay.
Especially because you're about to see this trick.
You do get to still bubble that.
I get to bubble.
You get to bubble
What?
your intelligence roll that you just took.
You get to fill in the bubble.
okay. Yeah.
Even though it was a failure.
Okay,
And there's a sudden bubble.
I just bubbled up.
Gas leak.
So
Guess-
I'm erasing all these and adding 1 to my experience.
Did you level up?
Which is now leveled up as well.
Are you really?
Yes.
Awesome.
Now I erase all of these.
Yes.
Aha.
Gain an ability really quick so that you can
I
actually
will gain an ability. Oh, I am like the Gandalf. I am now a rising
So yeah, you could actually take one of
white
your
gas. I'm not white gas.
one of your difficult
Gandalf the
or
I'm Gaston the White.
any of your harder abilities. You could actually try to move them up.
Yes.
like the one that you keep using.
Let's see here. Explosive gas -2 is now -1.
Okay, yeah, move it up to the difficult section.
How do I do that?
Just write it down in the
Arrow.
difficult section and then erase it from where it is. Or
That's
put
too
an
much
arrow.
work. Arrow.
Arrow's fine.
Arrow 2 point.
Yeah.
And now that's it. I'm done. What's this little box?
Make sure to mark.
Mark down that you improved one of your abilities.
How is there a
It
box?
says improve a possible
Where is that?
borderline or difficult ability.
Right there. I improved a possible bit. Yes. And I can only do that once. Oh,
Yes.
No, just put a
Well,
little
this time.
tick mark there.
Oh, a
Yeah.
tick. I have a tick now.
All right, so go ahead and roll again with.
My reroll.
Yes, this is.
I am
your-
edging in the dumpster. Ah, that looks good. There's 6 plus 6.
Huh?
Yeah, you rolled 2 6s.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's called 12.
I got 12. And what is this? Intelligence?
Yeah, 13.
13. The luckiest all the French numbers.
The luckiest of the French numbers.
Yes, they only go up to 50.
All right, so as you lay in the alleyway, you look above you to see the form of Rusalka as she takes shape in the mist.
Lovely shape.
You see that she has a very large sniper rifle,
So
eerily
large.
glowing eyes.
The eyes, they pierce me.
The armor that you
No, that's the
recognize,
bullets.
Yes, you're right. Thank you.
the
I can
armor
hear my
you
inner thoughts on
recognize
this calm.
has a great similarity to the armor that you saw being worn by Bogatyr, which was the other warrior of the divinity that you had confronted.
I could get inside that armor and then I could turn into acid or something.
Or just ignite yourself.
Or that, yes.
Since you could actually do that, but not the acid.
I feel like I am a corrosive personality.
I am French!
I am French. I am obviously acidic.
I will burn you from the inside.
Once
You
I
will
get
not
inside,
burn till it
it
is too
burns.
I am the acid reflux of the French. Alright, what am I doing?
All right.
She is over here!
But yeah, basically, you see her, and you can grant an advantage to yourself or a teammate.
I will grant it. I am in a dumpster. I will grant an advantage to someone who can do something.
They are not near you, but if they were to be able to be near you or help you, then yes, you would grant them an advantage in facing off against her because you were able to successfully analyze her movement patterns and combat style.
Yes, I analyzed her.
Gosh, she moves just like.
All right, ladies, go ahead and give me. You're still just running from the soldiers.
Well, but no. What, are we running from them? I know we were trying to get away from them. I want
That's
to.
that's what
run from
getting
them.
away means.
I wanna kill them.
Okay, I'm confused on what get away means.
Well, I wanted them to let go of me.
They have let go of you, and if you have not run away, then you are there in combat range with these three. One unarmed zombie
Well,
fighter
partially
people.
disabled.
Okay, and how many are there?
3.
So,
And Ellie disarmed one of them.
some brush.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't need that arm anyway. He's dead. All right, I
Just because he's
want
dead doesn't mean he gets to stop
to-
working.
Right?
Well,
This is the Russian Empire.
All right, I'm going to do multiple opponent engagement, defeating multiple opponents simultaneously in close quarters.
All right. What's the difficulty rating on that? What do you have that? Difficult. So it's -1.
And is this durability or strength? It can be durability. I'm trying to. Oh, no, maybe it's strength.
What are you attacking them with?
Well,
Your gun.
sure,
If
whatever.
it's your gun, then roll off speed.
Okay, what is not my gun? What is like this?
Since you have the armor, yeah.
Like, knocks
Durability, right?
Yeah, I would run it
Plus
off the
2?
durability
Okay,
if it's your
punch 'em.
armor. You're
Punch 'em.
basically
Stupid
armoring
undead
up and you're
faces.
trying to go fight them.
You're hitting yourself in the fist with their face.
It's face to fist technique.
That's so much better.
9!
-1, so
8!
Yay! Oh, it was 1.
Well, my first one, I rolled it, and only one of them landed on the table. The other one I caught, and the one that landed on the table was a 1. So I just went ahead and did it.
Okay.
All right.
8!
So you are capable of running. So basically, you take your automatic weapon and you sling it over your back. You stuff your cigar in your pocket and you clench your fist. And as you do, Ellie, you notice that her skin seems to take like a darker tinge as it begins to harden up. And it looks like her skin becomes armor itself. And she runs over, going, "Take this!" And you hear like all of the smacking and punching as she's like bashing her fists into these soldiers. There is like a clunk on one of them as she like hits their face, and you see like metal is basically planted in certain spots. They're being held together by cybernetic bits. She is able to take the one that you disarmed, rip his arm completely off, and start beating him to death with it.
Ew.
She's just sitting there taking his own hand, beating him with it.
Nice. He didn't do
She's
that
beating
hand
him with his hand.
The fucking in my hand job.
She is giving him a hand job. It's called a Russian hand job. That's what that is. When you rip their hand off and start beating
That's how
them.
we do it in Russia.
Katya would know.
Not to
And
be
then
confused with how you play
All right.
roulette.
So one of them is down, the other two are injured but still moving. And Ellie, it's your turn.
Like, can I try to hit him with lightning again? Or-
Like focus lightning?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, you can try.
Seven.
Ellie, give a durability roll. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Katya. Did I say Ellie?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
That's why I
Katya.
said you got this.
Give it to her.
What the fuck?
I was looking like, what's going on?
I was cheering her on.
Oh, wow.
11. 12.
So, Patty, I'm going to describe what you're seeing as you round the corner.
Yeah.
Basically, as you round the corner, you see Ellie standing, or damn it, Katya standing there,
Yeah.
and she's holding one of these
Cyber Russians.
animated corpses.
Yeah.
And she's got an arm, a disarmed arm in her hand, and she's going, "Take this! This is how we do it in Mother Russia!" She just starts like beating him with his own hand as a bolt of lightning crashes down from the sky directly into Katya's body as she then grabs hold of the other two, channeling all of the electrical energy into their bodies, frying out their circuitry as they slump to the ground. And then she turns around with her armored skin still kind of like red hot. She takes her cigar out of her pocket,
I
ignites
light it.
back
Yes.
off of her scalding armor
I
self,
love this.
and puts it in her mouth and says, "There you are."
Love it. That was awesome.
All right, so you have caught up with them.
Did I hear him respond to the sniper to Rusalka showing up while I was making my way towards them?
He's just been kind of like babbling to himself and to Rusalka. He
She's not a girlfriend.
the not random
Oh, baby.
sniper person,
Who's been battling?
Gaston.
Gaston.
Well, you're
not-
supposed to seduce her.
I am trying.
He has been dancing the dance with her.
She is resisting.
It seems like
Were you floppy?
we have
I was floppy
I
and
told
everything.
you not to be floppy.
I thought you told me to be
have
floppy.
engaged with the enemy.
Huh? Wait, what?
It seems like we have engaged the enemy,
Yeah?
and I think maybe Gaston misunderstood engage.
Uh-huh.
We ought to be married.
But I'm thinking if
She's
we
my
got
fiancée.
rid of the fog at this point, it would actually help us.
If you got rid of the fog?
So I'm wanting to try to do dehydration drain on the fog to try and heal myself and get rid of the fog
That would be
in the
interesting.
surrounding area.
That's an interesting, innovative way of dealing with this situation. I like that. All right. So, what's the difficulty rating on that?
It is a -2.
Oh, well, good luck.
Yep.
Gaston. I like saying my own
Because it
name.
runs off of my.
Oh, and don't forget, y'all have there's 4 of you, so you have your 4-point teamwork die that you're allowed to use as long as it makes sense while you're helping each
Have
other.
you seen what she looks like? Are you sure you want to seduce her?
She is super hot.
She has very bright eyes.
Very good.
Yeah. She's
Turn around, bright eyes.
Turn around. Every now and then you shoot me mirror in my face.
You know what that's about? It's about
A s-
like trying to get a vampire to
It's a vampire elderly teacher woman that is seducing young boys. Yes.
something like that.
We've all seen it.
Yeah.
It's super creepy music.
Have you not seen the video?
I haven't.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Watch
Do you
that.
know the song?
Turn
Okay, watch
around.
Totally
Every
Eclipse of
now
the
and then I get a little.
Okay.
So I got 10 on the reroll.
Ooh, damn.
-2 is it?
10.
All right, so you are capable of healing yourself
Okay.
and removing some of the mist from the area. There is an improved visibility for all the team, but not entire.
And it was a partial success, so I only get to heal the one.
Correct.
Okay.
While I'm in the
Allez.
trash,
You garbage.
I need to. I must consume coffee. It is coffee time, and in France we have to have coffee. So
Do you invite her for coffee?
I will. Can I roll for that? I'm rolling for coffee. I have rolled 3.
You are not getting coffee right now.
Ah.
Moving on.
You did not find any coffee in the dumpster.
What about water? Is there no pools of?
He does need some water. Do we have the water in here?
Let me see. what would be your maneuver right now in dealing with your situation?
I will first attempt to exit the trash.
Wait, give me a speed roll for stealth to try and, because you've seen her, now you're just trying to get away from her, so just give me a speed roll stealth to see if you can manage that.
Get out of trash, run down the alley. I have rolled another 3.
For real?
Yes.
What is your speed rating?
The French do not lie. We are truth tellers, except when we lie. My speed is 0.
So 3 was your roll?
But look, I am now upping the speed thing, and I put the thing here.
That's awesome.
I'm
Go
well
ahead.
on my way.
Mark off the square next to the one that you already have filled in, and another one on. No,
Yeah?
no.
Yeah?
No, all the way down.
Look down here.
Oh.
Mark
Oh, she is attacking me.
and mark this. So these 2 squares right here go.
That
ahead.
bitch, I love her so much.
She is so feisty.
Both of them?
He really is, Fred.
Oh no, she is really into me.
I'm getting Pepe Le Pew.
All right, so y'all, as you enter the alleyway with the girls, with the women,
Yeah.
the amazingly tough,
She's actually
independent
rough.
women, you enter the alleyway and you all hear over the comms, "Oh my goodness, I have seen her. She is so scary." And then you hear, and the comms go silent.
Okay, he just died.
What is happening? I am getting a message from her. She wants me to come towards her. Yes, my love, I am coming. What are you doing? No, this is not how we make love. And then the comms go silent.